Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So, just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, you might find a message here for you. Now, let's try to see what is the main energy at the start of the day. Okay, we have here the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups shows a person who is emotionally stable. He is emotionally and relationally satisfied. Okay, at this time, there is a certain stability with regards to relationship. It's very much in relation with our last quarter moon in Taurus, wherein the message is stability. And yesterday also our readings speaks of stability. Yesterday the readings are more of stability with regards to career and your inspirations. Now what we have here is the Nine of Cups, which shows stability with regards to relationships. So your relationships are in order right now and you are happy and contented with your present situation. Now, this is also a time for you, as this will further unfold, you will recognize those things that are no longer helpful to you. So maybe this will be some relationships that you discover are not healthy and they drain you of your energies, and they also are not helpful to you, so it's not very beneficial for you. So for some of you in the near future, you might decide to let go of some relationships that are no longer helpful to you. So right now you are able to get things in order, and somehow part of getting things in order is letting go of those relationships that are not beneficial to you. Anyway, the universe constantly offers us newer relationships that are usually more mature and much better. So these are the things that we just need to open our eyes to, that we deserve much more, that you deserve much more, and you shouldn't settle for anything less than a loving relationship. You give love fully, and also you expect love to be given in return. If the person is not ready to give that kind of love, then it's better to give them the freedom to go for a while. And who knows, maybe in the future when they have matured already, then you can welcome them back. But you do not need them to fill up your cup. You are a person whose cup is overflowing, and you give people the freedom to come and go. If people are able to deal with you or give you a mature kind of loving relationship, then you are open to welcome that. But at the same time, if you feel that the relationship is not helpful to you, and if it is making you bringing you sorrow, then maybe it's time to let them go. Now, what is the advice of the universe for you? You see here, after he realizes those cups that are not helpful to him, we have here the Six of Swords, wherein a person decides to move on to better pastures, to look for more peaceful pastures. So for some of you, you might even need to travel physically in order to start anew in your life. So you realize that you deserve much more, and so for some of you, you might decide to leave behind those unhealthy relationships and open yourself to new possibilities. Of course, there will be some fears, just as symbolized by the six swords before the person, or the six swords in front of the boat. There will be some anxieties and some fears, especially if the previous relationships had been painful and unhealthy. It's normal for us to have that trepidation that the next relationship will be the same again. But if you accept them as if you accept the past relationships as a learning process for you, then you can take with you the lessons you have learned, and next time you will be more discerning. Now, in the process of leaving behind past aches and past hurts, it's important for us also to give time for us to heal. So don't immediately jump into a new relationship. Heal yourself first. Allow yourself to be nurtured back to emotional health, to have this stability. But for some of you, you already have that stability. For some of you, maybe part of that stability is, in order to attain this complete stability, you need to leave behind some relationships that are no longer beneficial to you. And you need to move on to better pastures. So try to see how this resonates with you. Now let's go to the second part, which is the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, the message comes from Lucille Ball. And the message is, love yourself first and everything else falls into place. If we try to relate it with our tarot reading, the person in the Nine of Cups is somebody who is very happy and contented, and I think a big part of it is because his cup is overflowing. His cup is overflowing because he has learned how to love himself. He is the source of his happiness. He is the one who provides love and caring for himself or herself. And from that love, from that self-love, his cup overflows or her cup overflows, and it fills up other relationships. And because also there is self-love, you also have the courage and the strength to move away from unhealthy relationships. Just like in the Four of Cups, wherein the person has distanced himself or herself from the cups or relationships that are not healthy and is ready to receive better relationships from the universe. With the Six of Swords, it's also even need, if there's a need to move away from the relationship and maybe even to travel away from that life situation which you know is not healthy. That is one way again of loving yourself. When you love yourself enough to tell yourself that I deserve better, then everything will fall into place. Why? Because you will not settle for anything less than a loving relationship. And sooner or later, people who are also mature or has the capacity to love maturely will be drawn to you. We draw to ourselves the same energy as what we have. So if we love ourselves, we slowly become more matured with regards to relationships, and sooner or later, we will also draw to ourselves more mature love. So love ourselves first, and everything else will fall into place. So that's what we have for our self-care tip and our tarot reading. I hope that it resonates with you and has helped you in your present life situation. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.